What's going on, big fat bastards? Big fat bastardettes? We are looking at something of a new dino brew for the channel. It is a low tier deck, meaning mostly commons and uncommons. We got a few rares, and we'll talk about those. Now, my plan for this deck moving forward is to put out a few edited videos, maybe stream it a couple of times in a form very similar to this, probably minus Snapping Sailback, to be honest. But in a couple videos after this, I plan on putting in one playset of rares, kind of to simulate someone who, does choose to go this route with their wild cards. And so they'll put this together, and then maybe they'll put in a playset of rare wild cards on, say, Ripjaw Raptor. I'll try it with a playset of Ripjaws, and then, I'll take out the Ripjaws, put in the Marauding Raptors, right? The 2-drop, and then maybe Regisaurs, right? And then maybe even a mythic, because you get one mythic every 3 rare wild cards. So maybe a Great Hench, maybe a Carnage Tyrant. We'll mess around a little bit like that to simulate, someone a lower tier deck builder there getting their first few rare wild cards. Let's go through the deck. Reckless Rage, 4 damage to a creature I don't control, 2 damage to a creature I do control at instant speed. It's nice if I can deal that 4 damage to a Ranging Raptors I control, right? Get a basic land card. A Needletooth Raptor, deal 5 damage to a creature an opponent controls on top of the 4 damage Reckless Rage did already, right? And then maybe even a Snapping Sailback, so we can get another +1/+1 counter on him. Good stuff. Llanowar Elves, not too much to say. It's fantastic. It's a classic opener for green, right? It adds an extra forest that we can get closer to affording Gigantosaurus. Slightly awkward 5 forest casting cost there. Tamiyo Safekeeping, really like it. Really like running 3, not 2. Kind of not 4. Maybe eventually I'll bump it up to 4, but man, that hexproof, that indestructible, hell, even the 2 life could be, relevant. But yeah, the hexproof and indestructible is going to save your favored target against pretty much everything but an exile all spell like Farewell. Otepec Huntmaster. Dinosaur casting cost discount. Taps to give a dino haste. Really nice. Drover of the Mighty. He can become a 3/3 as long as we control a dinosaur. So if we top deck it, it's not the worst thing in the world. It may not be our savior, but then again, it's a 2-drop that we really mean to have here just so it can add a mana of any color. Ranging Raptors, a nice, simple, reasonably effective ramp. You're not always going to get it against black, against white. They'll destroy it, they'll exile it, but it's pretty good to discourage some attacks when you have it out there untapped, right? They have to really think, do I want them to get that next land? Savage Stomp, because we're running a bunch of Enragers, guys who we get an effect when they are dealt damage. So to force them to get damage through a fight is quite nice. Put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. Just really quick, that +1/+1 counter can be quite relevant on the 2/2 little tiny baby Needletooth Raptor. And don't underestimate Needletooth Raptor there. He may be a little baby just hatched out of his shell, but he deals 5 damage to target creature an opponent controls. So if we can get him +1/+1, right, to a 3/3, then he can actually take Reckless Rage's 2 damage and live. So that's quite nice. Rhythm of the Wild against control decks, that's going to be our best payoff for a turn 1 Llanowar Elf. Creature spells you control can't be countered. Non-token creatures, you control have Riot. So once again, in the case of Needletooth Raptor, bringing him in with a +1/+1 counter so that he's a 3/3 is quite nice. Now, we've got Forerunner of the Empire to start off the 4-drop slots here. I'm running 2 of them because, well, I'm not running all the rares. This isn't the full fleshed out dinosaur deck. So he's nice because he can search up whatever we want, and then as we put dinosaurs onto the battlefield, like for example Needletooth Raptor again, but hell, ranging, snapping sailback, freaking anything really, because he deals 1 damage to each creature. Now that will activate our Enragers. That will also wipe things off the battlefield like 1/1 elemental tokens. Scoot Swarm. Right? Hell, Paradise Druids. So I like having 2 Forerunners in this deck. Needletooth Raptor, who I just mentioned quite a few times, that 5 damage is quite potent. If they don't have an answer for them, he's going to be a headache pretty quickly. Even with his 2/2 size, this guy, he does have a presence on the board. Moving along to the 5-drop slot, Charging Monstrosaur, he's nice. He's a 5/5 for 5 with trample and haste. That's good. Now I don't think running 4 is I don't know. I don't think running 4 is enough because I wanted other cards in here to be able to, exploit my enrage abilities a little more. And for example, I'll just skip down. Raging Swordtooth is going to exploit my enrage abilities because when he enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to each other creature. Needletooth Raptor. Oh man! Now it deals 1 damage to each other creature, right? So that could be a grand total of 6 damage to an opponent's creature if Raging Swordtooth deals it 1, and then it activates Needletooth Raptor, who comes through with the next 5. Not bad, and he has Trample, so that's cool. We'll move up 1. Gigantosaurus. That is rare, but this comes with a starter deck, so if you choose to go this route, you'll have a single copy of Gigantosaurus. He's 10-2. He lacks trample, but he's still a 10-10. I said 10-2. Obviously, he's a 10-10. So if they have a lot of chumps or whatever, they're constantly chumping you. Maybe he's a good blocker, right? Not the worst thing in the world to have a 10-10 on the board. Finally, Snapping Sailback. He's got Flash, so you can flash him in right at the end of an opponent's turn. You can flash him in right after they declare attackers, right, to get a nice block on something that won't kill him, and then he gets a counter on it, and then he can start attacking on your next turn, which is right around the corner. Let's see, do I have anything else to say? Well, I put in 1 copy of each rare land that I own pretty much, so 1, a Stomping Ground, just 1 copy of each. That's 4 rare wildcards. If you're putting this together, it might not be a bad idea to put some rares into the lands. Although, I don't know, you might want to put into creatures, but I have them. I don't think it's too cheesy or too, invalidating of the whole idea of being a low-tier deck to go ahead and throw in 1 of each. And we're running 4 Rugged Highlands because, it's a common enters the battlefield tap. So, with that said, with the nice introduction there, why don't we hop on into the action? Enjoy! Okay, yeah, the Drover of the Mighty makes this one usable. I'll take it, okay. A lot of mountains. Why don't you just pass the freaking turn. You know you're going. Did you go to main phase turn to... Really, dude? What a bloop. Yeah, good thing he played that on main phase 2, because, that's different from if he played it on main phase 1. We're going to go and drop Rhythm of the Wild now. Hopefully that invalidates his whole hand and he gets pissy about it. I know that this deck runs a... well, I know Simic tends to run a lot of counters, we'll say. He didn't hover over Rhythm of the Wild a lot like panicky people do. That's pretty cool. I assume it's going to fight the thing that he doesn't control. Yep, yep. That's it. Very good. Ooh, that's nice, because we'll be able to play Raging Swordtooth. So we'll bring this in with the +1/+1 counter. Well, that one's going to double the number of counters, so you're sure not going to fight. And you're not going to attack, so why don't you just pass the turn? It's not a difficult move, buddy. Wow. Okay, that took him a while. That's sad. I think I want to play Forerunner of the Empire and then Raging Swordtooth. The reason is because then we would deal a grand total of 2 damage to all creatures when Raging Swordtooth enters. So we're going to do that. +1/+1 counter. Needletooth Raptor. Okay, Bioessence Hydra gets huge. Yeah, whenever 1 or more loyalty counters are put on Planeswalkers, you put that many +1/+1 counters on it, so we need to blow that thing up yesterday. We'll go ahead and do that. +1/+1 counter. Yep, very nice. Unfortunately, no mountains. Oh, too bad. I'll take this one. I'll get rid of the Snapping Sailback. Nice, very cool. If they kill that and I get a land out of it, I would not mind going Needletooth Raptor into Savage Stomping something. Cool, man. Alright. Yeah, let's block. Gives me the Needletooth Raptor into Savage Stomp. Let me make sure I tap the right freaking lands. Okay. Said, nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. Absolutely take that. Oh, that's good. Now we hope they don't counter this move because this is going to be a nice move here. Why don't we deal it to him just in case they can give this a +1/+1 counter somehow? Fuck it. Now we'll deal it to that. Oh, it lands. Oh, it lands. Boom. The value. Drop this guy. Now, as nice as that was, we have run out of steam, so there's Omnath. Which is nice that we have Reckless Rage there, so swing 4. Good, there's their land drop. Give them a chance to play another thing. Okay, we'll just kill that. Not the worst thing in the world, not a creature though. Hey. Okay, that's pretty cool. Wow, he attacked all out with that. Alright, we'll keep that guy in our... No, we won't keep that guy in our hand. We'll go +1/+1 counter and just win. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That's not how math works, is it? You gotta be really careful with what they attack with. Oh, I'd love a Raging Swordtooth right about now. That's really good. That's really nice. Next, pass turn. That's not good, man. Well, it was fun until we ran out of steam. I did enjoy the plays we made. I assume they're not going to attack, though. Oh, well, that's a good one to attack with. I won't block. Okay. Well, that's about it, huh? I'll say good game. That was a good game. I enjoyed that. Good game, sir. That's kind of awkward, to be honest. I don't know if this is the best hand to keep. Yeah, we'll drop a Raging Swordtooth from this one. This dude's name is from the periodic table. That's... Man, that one kills in the chem class, man. That's... gonna kill that guy. We should probably protect him so that we can get out Needletooth Raptor, if not with a land. And no, not with a land. But okay. So in that case, I'm gonna go... Do I go ranging? Yeah. Go that guy. Okay, goodbye Reckless Rage. Siege Rhino. Okay. Let's see. We'll let that live. Or die, excuse me. Yeah, because now we get the land for next turn. Okay. Target opponent sacrifices a creature. Well, that kind of sucks, but we'll have to get rid of ranging. We've gotten good use out of you, buddy. Thank you for your service. Oh, a Needletooth Raptor? That's... I mean, they'll be afraid to block it, so I guess that's good. No trample or anything, right? Yeah, we'll just swing the ball. We'll kill this. Okay. Now they get to search for a creature with mana value 3, so, yep, okay. Deputy of Detention, getting both of my Needletooth Raptors. Now that's pretty darn good, not gonna lie. Okay, drop this guy. Swing with him, that's it. Okay, hopefully they don't get the Eerie Ultimatum off. 2 damage to any target, bye-bye Otepec. Got great use out of him too, so good boy. Yorion in hand, okay, so we'll block and they'll have to, we'll attack, excuse me, they'll have to start blocking. Although, wait, that was Siege Rhino, beautiful. Okay, cool. Very nice. Attack with Raging Swordtooth, they have to block, I assume they block with Siege Rhino. That hit on Otepec they made there was really good. Couldn't give my Gigantosaurus haste. Well, as we sit here with the countdown timer slowly burning down, I'd like to point out that we're at least giving him a hard time. It ain't burning down this far because he's got a real easy choice to make, you know? So we like this, right? We're sitting here, look, Deputy of Detention, Siege Rhino, this, that, look at that, the rare mana base. So this Dinosaur deck, you know, it is capable, even though we're using bot. I mean, look at that. How many things beyond rare does he have? This? That's it? Only because it's great with Yorion? Good card. So, you know, it's good stuff. Yes, make it a copy of Detention and then get rid of whatever you want. Okay, that's cool too. That's good. Okay, destroy the Drover. Cool. Target opponent sacrifice a creature. That stinks. Snapping Sailback. That kind of stinks. Why don't we attack with the the huge 10-10, make them start, you know. Okay. I think he thought it had trample there. Kind of probably assumed that. Possibly incorrectly. Let me see. This would cost 4 if I did that, so yeah, I don't have the mana end turn. What? Neither of them are non-creature. Oh man. Fires of Invention. Very well. Okay. We'll flash this in now. I'm gonna sacrifice it. Right, because that enchantment's gonna come back in and have me sacrifice, so. My goodness, man. That's brutal. That's really brutal. Okay, they have 4 flying damage, so another Siege Rhino means game. Jesus Christ, dude. Unranked, by the way. Alright, fuck this guy. Okay, they start out with a Leyline of the Void. Okay.
With one last nightmare.
Maybe we can just go after it.
Your lack of fear disturbs me. Behold,
30 library,
my
20 in
epilogue of
exile.
fear.
They hold open mana, conceivably for a counter. We'll see about that. First thing we'll do is, how about Ranging Raptors? I think that's rather unassuming. Actually, Llanowar Elves might be even better. They'll probably recognize that as counterbait. Ranging next. Okay. Yep, no problem. Okay.
I've lost my appetite.
26 library, 24 exile, and they drop the Ruin Crab. They have 2 cards in hand. Are any of them a land? No. Okay. Well, we'll definitely throw Snapping Sailback down right now. And we'll attack with it. Yeah, how about Llanowar Elves? Just so that we can go wide and start getting damage in while they block it with the 0 powers. 22 library, 27 exile. They have 2 cards in hand. 14, 35. Charging Monstrosaur. Now there's a guy we needed. That's big damage. Big boy damage. Attack all. Very nice. 13 library, 35 exile. They have 2 cards in hand and a Ruin Crab out. Wow, we have 2 cards in hand. Wow, or in library, excuse me. Now 1 card in the library. Is that it? Yup. Ha ha ha! The last card. Yeah. Ugh. I don't know. We'll see. I hope I can draw into something better. I think I might have to mulligan that, though. Yeah, I think this is a better one. Keep 6. Might just drop the Ranging Raptors on this one. Llanowar Elves, just in case we happen upon a payoff for it on our next draw. Not exactly, but let me get the Rugged Highlands down. Use it to pay for Otepec. So I guess the payoff is just that we can bring down the tapped mana with no real penalty there. Okay, they tap out for that. Our turn is the best turn. Swing for 6. Nice, okay, that's going to be a big boy. Yep, but that thing does, yeah, King's Trample, yeah. Trample until end of turn, beautiful. Alright, that's a big swing, very good. Okay, love a Needletooth Raptor. Ooh, a Savage Stomp will do just fine as well. Oh yeah, that's nice. So we'll put this guy down just to have him down. Oh, that's nice. That's a big boy. And we will attack with all. I don't think they're going to block with this thing. Okay. Whenever you cast a spell, add a red mana. Okay, well, if he keeps spending, keeps playing those 1 mana things, that's good. First strike, very nice. Very nice. Okay. Oh, alright, well, good game. That was pretty cool. Nice to see a new thing like that. I don't see that a lot. Actually, that's kind of the first time. Good game.